Hey, I'm Cher, and welcome to Readings, Aries. I'm going to do the next 72 hours, Aries. Ask a question. Ask it now. Ask it out loud into the universe. Ask a question. Your answer is definitely a yes. Yes is your answer. We're going to go to the Radiant Rider-Waite. And we're going to do the next 72 hours, Aries. Just breathe in, spirit. Let's go. Let's get her on. And let's get her done, Aries. Next 72 hours. There may have been a recent death. There may have been someone that you knew, someone that was close to you that has just recently passed. It broke your heart. But what broke your heart more was that there didn't seem to be anything for you, a token, a reminder. But all in all, even though this has happened, there's a feeling of taking a leap into something much bigger. And the leap that you're taking is into the Magi, the great magician. I think you're feeling something, knowing something. I think you're probably even wondering about your own existence. I think you're trying to find a way to get answers. But the answers seem to not just lie in a what happens after death kind of thing, but the answers that you seek seem to be something about, why do I always seem to be left out? Why do I always seem to be forgotten? Deep reading here. There's been a lot of heartbreak, but get ready for change. Because with the Three of Pentacles, this is building on firmer and stronger foundation. And the message that is going out to you today is you're getting ready to step from one cycle and into another. The old cycle has been a lot of trauma, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of feeling used, maybe even abused. There may have been times, Aries, here, where you might have gotten stuck into addiction with drugs or maybe alcohol. But things are about to change, huge, because you're thinking differently. You're stepping out of one cycle, that past old karmic thing, and stepping into a new one with the Ace of Wands. Now with this, you need another card with it. This is new adventure, new beginnings. There's been a very, very terrible ending here. If it's not death, it feels like there's been a death. There's been grieving, sadness, and then there's been almost kind of destruction of oneself through alcohol or drugs or overeating or just sitting in front of the TV and just not doing anything. There seems to have been some sort of destruction of oneself. And it's all because of some sort of heartbreak here. Now, like I said, if it wasn't a recent death, then it just feels like there's been some great loss. A great loss. But the thing is that you keep telling yourself these lies. Now, with the Ace of Swords straight up, this is triumph, but right beside it is the health and healing card, the Four of Swords in the reverse. And you keep telling yourself some kind of truth that you're not healing, that things are not going well, that things are just the same old, even though you have felt a tug, you have felt a shift into a new direction. Unfortunately, the mind being the worst enemy, what we feel and what the mind is telling us, there seems to be some sort of spiritual combat here, especially with the taking the leap into the Magician. But this combat, this spiritual warfare that you seem to be under here, and there's times it wins. But with the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, and the Ten of Cups, I mean, my God, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, Aries, your next 72 hours will be a showing, and will be a feeling and a knowing that you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Sometimes it's just hard to shake any kind of negative feelings, especially if we've lived in negativity for a long, long time. You have the Star and you have the King of Pentacles. You have this wholesomeness. The Star is great possibilities, even miracles. Spiritual miracles. Now the King of Money here, it doesn't have to be money. It's just this all over knowing, this knowledge. But then, and this is the struggle. But then we have the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands, deceiving yourself by listening to the mind. The deception of listening to the enemy. But the thing is that you're trying, and that's good. That's really good that you're trying. There's great ups and great downs here. But know that you have this Ace of Pentacles, and know that you have this Ten of Cups. Know that you have spirit. Know that you have the universe. There could be great loneliness here, which causes, of course, these feelings of nobody likes me, nobody cares, I'm all alone. And use this alone time. Use this time to bring out your inner magi, because it's just waiting on you. Try not to slip back into the mind and tell yourself a lot of negative stuff. You've got a whole big thing here, starting in the next 72 hours. You will actually feel this, and you'll feel good. And while you're feeling good, of course, the enemy will try to stop that. The enemy being the mind. Aries. So we have Aries here. Aquarius. Virgo. Gemini. Aries again. Capricorn. And Scorpio. Aries, your next 72 hours seems to be a spiritual battle. A battle for oneself. You asked a question. The answer was yes. And I hope that Spirit will help you along in finding yourself, in finding that you are so much more than the mind. I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you like the way I read, please like, share. On your way out the door, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that bell so you'll know next time the Spirit and I are here to speak with you. Namaste, Aries.